We are now less than 3 weeks away from Election Day.
And early voting is underway in San Diego County. There are 3 candidates running for Coronado Mayor: John Duncan, Casey Tanaka, and Michael Donovan. John Duncan joining us this morning. Good morning, and good to have you here.
Good morning.
You currently serve on the City Council.
Yes.
Why the change? Do you want to run for mayor?
I appreciate it. So the last couple of years, I've spent a tremendous amount of time working on the biggest issues facing Coronado, one of which is the Tijuana sewage issue. I'm on the cross-border subcommittee of our City Council. I've been traveling to DC advocating for more funding 3 times this year, and it's really gone incredibly well. We had a strategy to get the retired Navy SEALs that are in Congress, some of the most conservative members of Congress, on board for funding of the sewage expansion of the plant and the repairs. And we've been really fortunate and lucky that they've come on board. We've had another $145 million in funding approved. And right now, as you probably know, the 2025 budget for Congress is not done. So we were back there in September advocating for funding for next year. And once they're back in session, we'll be back again doing that. So that's really an existential crisis and a real crisis facing Coronado. The ocean's been closed all summer. It's really changed our way of life. And frankly, the citizens of Coronado have been really supportive about my running and the work I've done. I'm a licensed California and DC attorney, and advocacy is what I really enjoy doing.
It really is unbelievable what's happened with the sewage crisis. It's gotten to Coronado, obviously. Things are ramping up, and it seems like things are happening in terms of funding. You saw the CDC is here. They're going door to door, a couple of hundred homes. What is going to finally make a difference here? We've been talking about this for years and years and years. What do you think will now make a difference if you run for mayor, if you win for the office of mayor? What can you do to make a difference, make sure all this happens?
Well, certainly being mayor gives you some more credibility and some ability to advocate. But I also serve on SANDAG for Coronado on the board of directors. That's been another really bizarre situation where the entire management, from CEO to deputy CEO to general counsel to our chief accounting officer, all have resigned or have been terminated in the last year. But at SANDAG, I've been able to advocate to the Mexico side, to the Mexican general counsel. And for the first time in history, Mexico's Federal Army Corps of Engineers has come in and taken over their plant 6 miles south of the border at Punta Banderas, also known as San Antonio de los Buenos. I went down recently with Mayor Aguirre and some Congress members to inspect that plant. Was supposed to be finished. It's pretty much finished, but it's not up and running yet. So we need to keep the pressure on that plant, which pretty much causes all of our closures during the summer. And then also our plant on our side of the border. It's a really strange situation. A lot of people don't know. Our plant is under this organization called the IBWC, the International Boundary Water Commission. Almost nobody knows that's under the State Department's jurisdiction. Okay, it's pretty much the lowest thing on their profile. We've raised that profile. We have funding. You ask about how far are we along, right? That's what everybody really wants to know. We're more than halfway there with the funding. It's frustrating because the water has been so dirty. Imperial Beach, most of over 1,000 days have been closed, and it's really a tragedy and an environmental disaster. But getting our plant up and running, the Mexico plant up and running, and then I can't urge how important it is to have somebody in office who will keep advocating to ensure the plants are maintained. You probably know both plants were working at one point.
Yeah.
Mexico's 15 years ago and ours in 2023 wasn't being maintained, and the diverter gate was stuck open, it was overwhelmed, and the entire plant was broken down. So recently we had a groundbreaking on the repairs, and on October 29th I'll be back down at the plant at the border for the groundbreaking on the expansion.
The military also, I mean, you walk down in Coronado, you know that they have a major presence in Coronado. So how would you continue to support that community there?
Well, I'm very close with multiple parts of the military. I'll tell you just a very brief story. When I first came to Coronado and coached my first Little League team in 2008, I had 4 Navy SEAL dads' sons on my team and 3 helicopter pilots. So, and I have military obviously in my family and my wife's side as well. But supporting them, there's a lot of different ways. One of the main ways, obviously, and I won't belabor it too much, but is the sewage issue, because the BUDS, the SEALs in training, are most important and most well-trained warriors, train in Coronado right in that water where the Navy says they move the training frequently to get out of the sewage, but honestly they often train in that sewage. And that was part of our strategy with getting the retired Navy SEALs on board, because the Congress right now is a very, very difficult and stressful place to get funding, and for us to get both sides to come together and fund is amazing. I'll mention one other thing about the Navy. Enlisted personnel often barely live above the poverty line. And so there's things we can do to really help enlisted personnel. One is I run an event called the Low Tide Ride and Stride, and it benefits STEP, which is Support the Enlisted Personnel, and we've raised over $80 million for them, and we also raise money for other wounded warriors. But just being connected with that community is really important. I go to the Navy League dinners. Pretty much every day I'm in contact with the Navy, and so it's so important to Coronado. It's really a fabric of our community. And last thing I'll say is we have an amazing thing called the Avenue of Heroes in Coronado, and we have an Avenue of Heroes event coming up where military officers and enlisted that are retired can be honored for their work, and we put banners up in our city and honor them at least twice a year.
All right, John Duncan, running for mayor of Coronado. The fact that you can coach Little League with Navy SEAL dad says a lot.
It's a little intimidating at first.
Listen, we've all been there, but that's pretty good. Thank you so much, John.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Good to meet you.
Of course, Casey Tanaka and Michael Donovan spoke with Fox 5 earlier this month, and you can watch all of our election interviews on our website right now. Go to fox5sandiego.com/election.